Hello, hi, welcome back to the channel. I am Kasturi and today we are going to talk about Rajasthan. Top 30 things you can do in Rajasthan. Rajasthan is like walking into history. It's one of the most historical and culturally rich state of India. It is also the top tourist attractions of India. I think probably if you think of coming to India, Rajasthan will be on your list. It has a lot of sightseeing and a lot of things that you can do in this state. Whether you're into culture or history or just travel, discover the top 30 things to do in the land of kings. First off, I'll start with Jaisalmer, which is a city in Rajasthan. So the number one thing you can do here is try the authentic Rajasthani food. And of course, you cannot miss the dessert here. Another thing to do here is the desert tents. There are multiple options available and the experience is really amazing, so do not miss out on them. On number 3, the thing to do is the night safari, which takes you to the desert, the sand dunes. They are really amazing. And one thing here is if you get a chance, they do have the safari at night option, so do try that. On number 4 is the camel ride. It may sound a very typical thing to do, but you should try doing that because again it will give you a different kind of feeling and experience. Once you reach to those sand dunes, they are amazing. Surprisingly, really amazing. Next thing you can do in Jaisalmer is the Jaisalmer fort. It is the only living fort in India. By that I mean people still do live there and it's a huge fort, and also the king also still stays there. On number 6, the place to visit in Rajasthan is the Patwo Ki Haveli, again in Jaisalmer. It is very beautiful. It has so many minute details that you go there, you will be in a different era. Not miss out on them. And again, to talk about the entry fees, the forts and the Havelis here, the entry fee can be anywhere around 50 rupees to 200 to 300 rupees per person. And most of these Havelis and forts, they shut down at 5 o'clock or 5:30. So see that you reach there before that time. And it takes about like an hour or two to completely get a tour of these Havelis or fort. Coming to the next city of Jaipur. On number 7, the thing to do here is the city palace of Jaipur. It is again very pretty and it has a lot of history to it. But one thing to our surprise was that the city palace main area, it's very huge. But the main area of city palace, the tickets were different for that. So if you want to go here, please do some research before going and to the ticket counter as well to see how much the ticket is and if it's open, because there are 2 areas to the city palace of Jaipur. On number 8, the thing to try and to do in Jaipur is the street food, which is really nice. Do try the lassi. On number 9 is the Hawa Mahal. The best time to visit this place could be at night. It looks really magical and very pretty. If you are in Rajasthan, shopping is a big part because you get a lot of authentic Rajasthani things to buy, and the Jaipur market is the place to go next on number 10. The Jaipur market, it's really good and you get a lot of things for everybody, so that's the best thing. In Jaipur, the fort to visit is the Amer Fort. If you search for Jaipur on Google, this is the image that's gonna come up and this is the Amer Fort. And you will get confused between Amer Fort and Nahargarh Fort, which is another place to visit in Jaipur. The best time to go here is definitely during the evening because you will get amazing city look, the entire city actually that you can see from top of the fort, and also really pretty sunset. Another place to visit in Jaipur is the Jal Mahal. Time to visit this could be again the evening because you can see the shadow of the Mahal with all the lights, and it's again very peaceful place. So it's just that something you can see from the outside. You cannot go inside the Mahal or the lake, so enjoy that whole scenery. A place in Jaipur that you can visit is the Patrika Gate. It looks beautiful. It is absolutely amazing to go there and visit the place. Again, some entry charges, so you have to look for that too. But if you are in Jaipur, do not miss this place. A different place that is getting very famous right now is Kishangarh. It is a different city or a town that is in between Jaipur and Udaipur. Basically a dumping ground which has turned out to be like a sightseeing in Rajasthan. And if you are there, do not miss out on it because it is again really something different that you can see and it just looks really good. Again, there are charges to visit this place as well, but you can take your car and your whatever you are having till the end of the place. The next place to visit in Rajasthan is Pushkar. It's more of like the authentic place. It's more like a village that you can go to. The main thing to try here is that you can try these authentic costumes, the Rajasthani costumes that you can try and click picture. So that is one of the things to do in Pushkar, which you can try. The next place to visit in Pushkar is the Brahma temple. And another thing that you can visit here is the Pushkar lake. Now let's go to Udaipur, the city of lakes. It's actually the city of lakes. It's surrounded by lakes and they all are pretty, so visit all the lakes. When you're in Udaipur, you've got to visit the city palace. It is very, very huge. You have to take out about 2 to 3 hours to actually roam the whole palace. I cannot describe how beautiful it is, but it takes time. And when you go to the city palace, you have to try the boat ride, which is of Lake Pichola. It's a whole ride which takes you around the lake and the different hotels that you can see around. But one thing to keep in mind is, one suggestion from our side is to try the government boats and not the palace boat, because there is like a huge difference in the price, but the experience is same. So you can try the government boat. It is kind of outside the palace that you'll have to walk for like 10 to 15 minutes, but do try the government boats. Another place to visit in Udaipur, Gangor Ghat. You can go here for a great sunset point, and you will also see the Rajasthani musicians sitting here and playing amazing Rajasthani music. The next place to visit is Sahelio Ki Bari. It's a garden for the Mughals. It was specifically for the Ranis there. Thing to see in this bagh are the different fountains that are there. So sit and enjoy. The next thing to do is the ropeway. It's the Karni Mata ropeway in Udaipur, and the good thing is that it's all in the same area, and from this ropeway you can see the city area of Udaipur and also the lake. So it's like a top of the city kind of a view. And also there's a temple on top of the ropeway, so 2 things that you can do here. The lake to visit in Udaipur is Lake Fateh Sagar and also Lake Pichola. Another thing to do in Rajasthan is to visit the Chittorgarh fort. It's like in a distance of like 1 to 2 hours from Udaipur. Another place that you can visit in Udaipur is the Jagdish temple. The carvings and the architecture of this temple is something to go for. Next we come up to the things and places where you can eat in Rajasthan. If you are in Jaipur, do not forget to try the Kareem's. It is a really yummy place to have your dinner or lunch at. And for the view and like a cafe type thing if you are finding, then in Udaipur, definitely try the Jeel Ginger Cafe. You will get the view of the lake and have your meal. Place for lunch or dinner is Rajwada Bites for your whole Rajasthani meal that you can enjoy. Another place that you can try is the rooftop of Hotel Devraj. It's kind of the last hotel in the lane of the Lake Pichola. You have no obstructions. You can get the complete view of the lake and enjoy your meal on the rooftop. Last one but not the least for sure is to just walk around and explore the city. It's the best way that you can go to places and visit the places, because practically speaking the lanes here are really tiny and narrow. It takes a lot of time even if you take an auto or something, and to reduce all of the chaos, walking is something that you can definitely do. So this was it from our side, and if you visit any of these places, do let us know. You can comment below, and we are putting up a lot of videos on our Instagram about Rajasthan and of course different places, so definitely check it out, and thank you for watching.